guys, welcome back to Dry Ink. I'm Sid, this is Jess, and apparently Jess has a burning question for me.
If you were to puree a full-grown man, how many pounds would that be?
The same amount of pounds that he weighs. So however much he weighs would be.
No, he's pureed.
That doesn't change the weight.
It would change the weight.
How?
Because he's pureed. It's all crunched together.
No! It's
Yes!
still the same amount of weight.
No, it would be different.
No, it would be the same amount of weight.
No.
Yes, it would.
No.
Why? Where is the rest of his weight going?
It's pureed and crunched together.
But it's still there.
But
like the mass
water
is
isn't
not
there.
The water is there.
No, it's not.
Are you draining the water? Are you draining the blood? Then that's a different story. But if you just put a man in a giant pureer
It's pureed.
and you puree him, then he's going to weigh the same amount.
No, it's different.
No.
No.
You know I'm
Different.
right.
No, I know you're wrong.
You know I'm right.
Listen. So my boyfriend.
Listen. Your boyfriend.
My boyfriend and his friends from work.
We're arguing about this?
They did the math.
Okay.
A pureed 180 pound, 5'8" man, like average everything, is like 18 pounds.
That's a lie. I don't believe that.
Ah,
That's
what they
bullshit.
came
If
up
you
with.
puree all of it,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
No.
They're scientists. They know the math.
No, that
You can
converting.
calculate.
No, that doesn't make any sense. No, where does the other weight go then? Where is it going? You put a human into like a giant blender. They're not gonna just like bits of them aren't gonna disappear. Their weight is gonna stay the same.
It's like condensed.
I disagree with that. They are wrong. Where would it go?
It's crunched all together.
It's still you chop something up into a lot of little bits and you put them back in the same weight. They're gonna weigh the
Talk to
same.
Lex when he gets
Lex
here.
is wrong.
He's got the math.
The math is wrong. Where does the rest of the weight go? If you puree an entire person, where is the weight going? Right?
Oozes out.
It oozes out to where? In the container that they were pureed in? Yeah, so it would be the same.
I don't know.
It would be the same. It would be the same.
Do not expect such an aggressive response.
Thank you for agreeing with me. That's all I needed.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
See, when Lex asked me, my response was how, those drums that gangsters on movies melt people in.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, how much do those weigh?
If you puree a person, you're just pureeing them, like nothing is being taken away.
Those
It's just
stuff's
being cut
broken
off.
down. It's not the same, structure.
Right, but it's still gonna weigh the same amount. Listen, if pureeing and cutting someone up, how would that take away weight?
Well, fire expends energy, right? So if you're pureeing, that still expends energy.
Because if you puree like a carrot over and over again, it's still gonna be a carrot in there. It's just gonna become mush, but it's still gonna be a carrot. Like you're not taking anything away from the carrot.
Let's ask Lex when he gets
I don't trust Lex. If he thinks someone who weighs 180 something pounds becomes 18 pounds after being pureed, no, that makes no sense.
Ask him.
I'm not gonna ask him.
He'll show you the math.
He's wrong at the math. We need to ask my friend Eric. Eric is a genius. He's a mathematician.
Eric knows the math.
He would know the math.
On pureeing.
If you, I'll text it now. I got it. Welcome to Dry Ink. My name is Sydney.
Oh, yeah.
We get drunk here and we talk about books and such. So, yeah, we also talk about pureeing humans. So,
yeah, that was my attempt to catch you up on my life.
all right. Well, no, I'm seriously texting all of my friends. If you puree a human, how much do they weigh?
An average man.
If you puree an average male person, how much do they weigh?
Yeah. That is the question of the day, everyone.
Please comment down below what your guess is.
Show your work.
Show your work. If you're pureeing something in a What are those things called? Like, not a blender, but like they're like.
Oh, I thought you were looking for the word blender.
No.
I was like,
What are they called? That doesn't help me. She's just wagging her finger around, thinking that's gonna help. A whiz genie. I don't know. Helpful. Alright. Should I just say quick question?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know how
I was
else
gonna be
you
like,
bring
what
this
the
up.
fuck did you do?
Do you
Quick
need
question.
help?
If you puree an average,
Yeah, an average sized male.
that's not even spelled average sized male, would he still weigh the same?
Yeah, how much would he weigh? How much would the remains weigh?
Should I just say if you puree an average sized male about, oh, I sent it on accident. Weighing about, what was it?
It was like 180 or something.
Weighing about 180, would he still weigh? Yeah, stay tuned. The answer will come shortly next week.
It's 20 pounds. But
No, it's not. What sense him
so
going?
what's new with you, Sydney?
I'm angry about this scenario that you've put me in. Welcome to our podcast. This is Dry Ink Podcast. If you've accidentally clicked on this, please click away right now. Otherwise, we're just going to be talking about pureed humans all night, and I don't know if you want to listen to that. Maybe you do. Maybe you're a serial killer. I don't know. Tune in to find out.
Hey, true crime's really big right now.
It really is.
I know, it's not weird.
What if we did some like true crime episodes?
I don't like mystery books.
Yeah, no. Can we
And
do that? And then I can
yeah.
like work in like real life.
What do you know?
I mean, I don't know. I've been watching Criminal Minds a lot.
Alright, I'll do one next week. I have one on the books.
Oh, sweet.
I have a book on the books.
You have a book on the books.
The book on the books.
Tight.
It's
It's
great.
in the process.
We're gonna get like, are we gonna get pureed now because of this podcast?
Absolutely.
Fun.
Yeah.
Then we'll really find out what the answer is. Anyway, so tonight's book is Fire in His Blood.
Oh yeah, we review books.
Yeah, we try to.
We try to. And we drink. I review
Yeah.
books to Sydney while she drinks.
You also drink.
Alright, we both drink.
It's a fun time. So if you are of a legal age, please, tonight we are dragging. We're dragging tonight. We are drinking Red's Apple Ale. Do you want to give the reasoning why we're drinking Red's Apple Ale?
It's cheap, and that's what Sydney had in her fridge.
Cheers! No. We're drinking Red's Apple Ale because it's cheap, and this is a smut book, and it's also red and fire, and
Yep.
sure, yep.
It goes.
Yep, sure.
So,
Alright!
please,
Please begin.
tonight we are reviewing Fire in His Blood by Ruby Dixon.
Of course his name is Ruby Dixon. Okay.
Yeah.
Enough said. Anyways.
Okay, so this is the first in the Fire Blood Dragon romance series.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. So,
Claudia!
set the scene a little.
Oh.
Say it. So, the book takes place 7 years after a rift appeared in the sky
Mm-hmm.
where dragons burst through
Mm-hmm.
and started attacking humanity
Mm.
and killed almost everyone. Yep.
Yeah.
So,
It's like Rain of Fire.
Yeah, it's Rain of Fire.
Okay.
Except I think they came from like underground
It's Rain of Fire.
But like sexy.
and like turned upside down because like
Didn't the dragons in Rain of Fire come from
I thought they came
underground?
from underground. This was a rift in the sky.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying that they came, like, this book that came.
No,
Yeah.
it's like in Batman v Superman when Lex Luthor like turns the painting upside down.
Who was the dick that was like, release the dragons? What? Anyways, so it's like Rain of Fire, but
Yeah.
with a rift and sexy.
And upside down.
And it's upside down.
So, our protagonist, Claudia, lives in what's called Fort Dallas, where she's a scavenger.
Career goals.
It's hard. It's hard.
Scavenging.
You know, when that degree doesn't cut it, you just gotta do what you gotta do.
You scavenge.
So, she scavenged out in what's called Old Dallas, and she got arrested for trying to hawk a laptop battery, which is apparently like
That's illegal.
Yeah, it's a problem, I guess.
Okay.
Yep. And she's in prison, and she's worried about her sister, who she provides for, who's out on her own. And the mayor of Fort Dallas gives her a shot at freedom. Apparently, there's a rumor that a woman in Fort New Orleans was able to tame a dragon.
No way.
So they.
That would be me. She'd be like, "You're mine now." I'd be the mother of dragons. I would just be like, "Oh, these are my sky babies." Yeah, no.
Don't be that crazy lady on the corner.
With all of her dragons? Yeah, no, I would.
You have crazy sky babies.
I have crazy sky babies who are dragons.
Crazy imaginary sky babies.
No,
Yeah.
they're real.
My sky babies are real.
Oh my god. That's gonna be like a new like children's story. Sky baby. You know what it is.
When a mom and dad love each other very much.
Anyways.
So, they give
Tame a
Claudia
dragon.
the option of trying to tame a dragon, and she says yes. And so they take her out into Old
Hell yeah.
Dallas and tie her.
Wait. What was the other option? Like death or?
I think just like imprisonment forever.
Oh, she's like.
So she was like, "Yeah, no, let's try the dragon thing."
For trying to like hawk a
Yeah.
battery.
Yeah.
They're like death. Like okay, chill.
It's that Texas justice, you know?
Oh,
It's that
Good old
post-apocalyptic,
Texas.
draconian Texas justice.
Oh yeah, you
You
know
know.
that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they tie her up on top of a building and leave her there. And a giant golden dragon appears and turns into a gorgeous,
Oh, I knew that was coming.
very erect man.
What the hell?
Okay, I've never really read a smut book before,
Yeah.
but like, don't know. I honestly haven't. I think I go to books for my smut. No, I'm just kidding.
I go to the source, goddammit.
Exactly. No. But like, this is a lot.
It's just the surface.
Oh god. Okay,
No.
so a fully erect, handsome man is
So
walking up to this tied up woman.
chained.
Chained up woman.
Right.
Okay.
So he sees her. He sees that she looks like terrified, and
Weird.
he.
He's just like hard as a rock, just like, hey, what's up?
So she describes him, and he's like gorgeous. His hair's like golden,
Yeah.
and he has like dappled skin that has like the look of scales,
Cute.
and then he has actual scales.
Where? On his ew.
place.
On his
Around,
pee-pee?
what? You are a grown woman.
He has scales. He has scales on his penis?
the tip. It's like.
On the most sensitive area on a man, he has scales.
Yeah.
That seems counterproductive.
I don't know.
Alright.
But
I mean,
the-
I would think that they'd like be on the balls just for like evolutionaries.
They might have been there too. It's just the
Okay.
the ones on the
Tips?
yeah, those
Just say it. Just say it. You're a grown woman.
Those stood out for me.
Oh my god. That doesn't even sound like comfortable. Like who's like, scaly dick. For me.
I guess you can see some friction.
Yeah, and some slicing and dicing
Oh,
on the
oh,
inside.
no,
Fun times for
no.
everyone. Talk about a pureed human. Like you were like kind of into it. You're like,
No. Ouch. So then he turns back into a dragon because he understands that he's terrified her, But it switches to his perspective, and you see that he views her as, like, his mate. Like, this is, like, the one he's fated to be with. And all of a sudden he, like, is instantly, like, attached to her.
Yeah.
And so then he changes back to a dragon, not to scare her.
What the fuck? Okay, continue. I love this book
So-
already.
So he, like, breaks the chains, and she tries to run away.
Mm-hmm.
And he starts hitting the building because he's terrified she's going to leave him.
Yeah.
And then she gets to the bottom, or near the bottom of the stairs, and sees that most of them have, like, collapsed. And so she's, like, hanging off, and then he, like, snatches her back and takes her back to the top of the building.
So he snatches her.
He snatches her.
Okay. With his
Snatches.
claws.
Yeah. But he doesn't, like, slice her up. Just, like, grabs her.
Like a pureed human.
Oh my god. Let go.
Oh god.
They spend a couple days at the top of the building, and she slowly teaches him a few words of English.
Okay.
When he turns back to a human and is all...
It's like Tarzan and Jane.
Yeah, it's like Tarzan with dragons. So... Then the soldiers come back to, like, check on her. They think she's dead. And then when they find out she's alive, the dragon, his name is, like, Kyle?
Like the greens?
It's
Kale?
spelled, like, Kael, and they, like, she says it sounds like it's pronounced, like...
Kael?
Yeah.
Kale?
Like, Kyle.
It's kale.
Kale. That's how I said it in my head.
It's kale.
Alright, let's
we
go
all know
kale.
it's kale.
Alright, so...
When was this written? Was it in the year of kale? When everyone was like, put kale in it.
It was pretty recent, I think.
I mean, that was pretty recent. It was like a couple years.
Yeah, it was like 2017.
Yeah.
Anyways, Kale snatches up Claudia and is, like, going to fly away with her, and the soldiers start shooting at them, and she realizes they're shooting at her because dragons' scales can't be pierced by bullets. And so one of them, like, grazes her, and Kale freaks out.
Wait, why were they shooting at her?
You find out later. But
Okay.
she's, like, upset about it, obviously.
Same, I would be too. You were shooting at me and I'm upset about it.
But Kale finds the
Alright.
soldier that, like, hit her and bites him in half. So, it's
How
like
romantic.
justice, I guess.
Oh, that's sweet.
So then they fly.
Human.
So then they fly out to outside of Fort Dallas to Old Dallas, and they, like, find an abandoned building, and they, like, stay there. And she teaches him a couple more words of English, and, like, he starts, like, hunting for her, bringing back food, and they start to get closer and closer together.
What?
You know?
As a human?
Yes, mostly.
Oh, God. Okay.
But she doesn't want to do anything with him, because, like,
Because he's a dragon?
he's a dragon.
She's like, you're a giant lizard?
I do have this great quote. This is when she like kind of realizes what, like, taming a dragon means after he turns into, like, this very erect young man.
God.
And she says, I possibly missed my window of opportunity to tame him with my vagina.
Oh my God. At least be more, like, a little bit more subtle.
No. So they kind of get closer and closer. She starts to understand
don't
more
say
about him. They, like, kiss a couple times. So
She lost her opportunity to tame
him,
dragon with her vagina.
Right. So Kale and her are out, and they see another dragon, and Kale ends up fighting the dragon and killing it. One thing leads to another. They get closer and closer, and then they do stuff.
Is it sexy stuff?
Yeah, they have sex.
Oh.
So,
Let's just call it what it is.
Intercourse.
ew, that's way worse. Ew. Okay, so they have sex.
As he's a human, though, right?
Yes, he's a human.
Oh,
So
thank
it
God.
does mention that dragons in their dragon form cannot have sex.
Thank God that rules out bestiality.
Yes, there is no straight up bestiality in this book.
Thank God. Like,
It
Yeah.
touches the corners.
it's close.
Yeah.
It's a little too close for comfort.
So they have sex.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of it, Kale bites her and injects his venom into her.
Oh.
And once he injects his venom into her, then he's injecting the fire from his blood into hers, like basically sealing the mating bond. And once he's
The
done
mating
that,
bond.
then he can ejaculate without burning her.
Ow. That burns my ears just hearing that. Oh my God. Wait, so like if she gets pregnant with his weird dragon babies,
I don't know.
like what happens? Does she lay eggs?
I don't know.
Or are they human babies? Half dragon, half human.
Like
Like this guy isn't like a human with magical powers. He's like
he's
another species.
yeah.
Okay. Who just has a human form.
He has he calls his dragon form his battle form and his human form his two-legged form.
I thought he barely spoke English.
In his head, it switches back between perspectives.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So like they barely speak English and she's like,
Yeah. But once
come
they
on in.
had sex and
And he bit
sealed
her.
the mating bond,
How long? Like,
they can speak to each other in their heads,
of course.
so they can understand each other.
That's helpful.
It
How do
does.
they know each other's languages? Because you still speak a language in your head.
It just melds the minds, so you
Magic?
understand.
Is it
It's dragons.
magic?
Yeah, it's magic.
Just say magic. Just be
Then
like,
it's
magic.
It's magic. It's magic now.
Don't try and
I'm
science
trying
your
to
way out of this.
Explain.
Magic.
Fine. It's magic.
Magic.
They had sex and now it's magic.
And now she can magically understand what he's thinking. Okay, I got it.
Yes.
Got it?
Yes. So after he bites her,
Mm-hmm.
she runs away.
Is it like a nibble or is it like
It's
like I ripped something out of your
No,
shoulder?
it's not more like vampire, bite your neck type thing.
Of course.
Hey, hey, I love vampires.
Twilight just ruined it for
No,
me.
don't even. No, not Twilight. No.
So bad. Anyways.
So, after that, she runs away back to Fort Dallas to find her sister. She's obviously kind of freaked out and feeling kind of betrayed that Kale bit her.
But she was risking imprisonment or taming, quote unquote, a dragon.
But when the soldiers started shooting at her, then she was
Oh,
like, "Oh,
so
I don't know if
she's-
I can go back."
Oh, she feels betrayed by the soldiers and
Yes.
not.
Well,
Kale.
she felt betrayed by the soldiers. Then she got close to Kale. Then he bit her. So then she left to try to get her sister.
Okay, continue.
Okay. So she gets there. She finds her sister has been captured by the army. Let's see, I'm trying to remember. And then I think Kale comes back and takes her away. And then they start talking again and kind of actually communicating, and he realizes that she needs to go back and get her sister. So then they go back. They team up with another dragon, a golden dragon, and she finds out that there's two different types of dragons attacking all the human forts. There's gold ones and red ones. And she finds out that the red ones are just females in heat.
What?
Yeah. Something about coming over from their world through the rift makes it so that the females are always like in heat. And so the golden ones, the males, are like driven mad by that.
They're driven mad, like,
That
let's have
and
sexy
like
time.
actually crazy. Like crazy violent and stuff. That's why they've been attacking humans.
Okay.
And so once Kale bonds with Claudia, his madness like goes away.
Subsides.
Yeah. So they meet another gold dragon and they explain like what happened. And the gold dragon wants his own mate.
Yeah, because he's crazy.
Yeah, because he's crazy. And so they go into Fort Dallas and invade. And Claudia has this friend named Sasha, who she has to get out of there because she's being abused by like this like boyfriend. And so she like gets her out of there and she gets snatched by this other gold dragon while they're like invading. And the gold dragon takes her away to like claim her as his mate. And then they go find Claudia's sister who's being held captive by the mayor. And Claudia jumps off of like Kale's back in like dragon form and confronts the mayor, and the mayor like shoots Claudia. Gasp. And then Claudia is like dying.
Where does he shoot her?
It's like
torso?
stomach. Yeah. Yeah.
It's a dangerous area to be shot.
Not good. And so her sister tells Kale to like go get a doctor, and he doesn't really understand her.
Kale's like, what the fuck?
And so she keeps repeating that word, and so he
Doctor!
starts shouting it and like takes Claudia and her sister through the streets like shouting the word.
Is he still naked?
Yeah, very naked.
Okay.
This whole time, I can't
Just
emphasize
naked.
how naked
He
is.
just never wears
Just
clothes.
basically.
Okay.
He doesn't understand them.
Okay.
So then he finds a doctor and like snatches her up and then flies away and then has the doctor like heal Claudia.
The doctor just like heals her? Or like,
Uh,
is there like medical, like he like
It's,
removes the bullet?
Like
and,
actually medical.
Okay, good.
Yeah, the doctor like,
I'm glad I wasn't like,
You're healed!
no, it actually takes a while and the doctor has to like remove stuff and like there's a healing process.
okay, good.
And then the doctor ends up going back to Fort Dallas and you find out that Claudia is pregnant.
Claudia is pregnant with a golden dragon. Wait, so when the females mate, do they turn gold?
So as
What's-
far as they know, the females haven't been able to mate.
Because they can't mate as dragons?
Yeah. You're
How?
supposed to turn into a human form.
And they don't know how to do that? They're like,
Not when they're like mad and crazy. Apparently females need to be like beaten in combat before
What?
they will turn into their human form.
can you imagine like some soldier like attacking a dragon and then all of a sudden it's just this naked woman appears? Does she have an armored vagina? Like,
See, I don't know. That's a good
these
question.
These are questions
Those
that
are
I have.
good questions.
These are great questions.
This is what should be answered.
Is there a 2 of this?
Okay, so this is actually a series.
Of course.
It doesn't. Not all of them follow the same 2 characters. I don't think any of the rest do. The next one follows the friend of Claudia, Sasha's. They got snatched by
they
the
got
other.
snatched.
Yeah, by the other dragon. And then I think like the 4th one follows like her sister, and it's a romance series, which usually means that each book is a different couple in a similar world. So I don't know. It might answer those questions later on. I don't know.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Well, so that's the end of the book. She's just like, oh, she's pregnant.
I think that's kind of the plot in a nutshell. Obviously, there's a lot of sex scenes.
Yeah. I mean,
Which is a
hence
lot
the
of
getting
it.
pregnant part. but-
Yeah.
I mean, like, listen. Apart from the, like, semi-bestiality, like, so they're basically just like aliens.
Basically. Yeah.
Just have dragon-like forms. Like, So they're just aliens invading Earth.
Kinda, except they're not really invading. Like, they don't remember why they're there, how they got there. Just that something about Earth makes them go crazy.
Does that, like, solve... Are they supposed to mate with other Earthlings? Maybe that's, like, the reason why they're invading and they've, like... Their memories have been wiped is because they need to invade and, like, insert their species onto Earth so that, like, they get the women pregnant and, like, the men get the female dragons pregnant.
Possibly. I
And
mean,
then they take over the Earth.
the only thing that subsided Kayla's, like, madness was, like, mating with a
Sex.
human. And, yeah, lots of sex. So who
Like,
knows?
someone's mating. Like, that's...
So, mating
It's gross.
is, like, the term in a lot of, like, fantasy series. They use mating.
Why?
Or, like, you're mated. Like, you're connected to someone.
That's just, like, very animalistic and kind of creepy to me.
It's not my favorite.
It's not my favorite term.
I definitely cringe.
It's weird. It's, like, this, like, weird borderline, like, bestiality.
I honestly think this smut book has fairly good world building and fairly good character
alright.
building. I have not read many smut books, but out of the ones I
She
have
hasn't read
read,
many.
this has one of the better as far as world and character development. But it is still about sex dragons. So let's, like, remember that.
Yeah, so everyone remember sex dragons. Add that hashtag all over Twitter, please.
Sex dragons.
dragons.
Yeah. Don't
Hashtag sex dragons.
knock it till you try it, I guess.
Whoa! What? Do not listen to her. Do not have sex with a dragon.
Okay, if you have an opportunity, like, tell us about what happened.
Yeah,
Where
no,
are you?
I mean, like, if someone's like, I identify as a dragon, and, like, they want to have sex and you want to have sex and it's consensual, okay, whatever. But,
I wasn't
like,
even thinking that. I was thinking, like,
Oh.
you're exploring, you find a freaking dragon, like, what happened? Where are you?
still don't have sex with the
No,
dragon.
I would not advise that. No one knows what. No. There's just so many logistics. Don't.
Hashtag don't have sex with the dragon.
Hashtag sex dragons.
Alright, well, any finishing statements? What was the best part about this book and what was the worst part?
Best parts, honestly, Claudia, the main character.
I think she's the best part?
Yeah, a lot of
Alright.
the decisions she made and, like, her thought processes. I mean, she was in insane situations.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely insane. But I actually, like, could follow, like, how she reasoned through things. The worst parts?
The armored penis?
Yeah, I would say that. I would say the armored penis.
That was my worst part.
Could have done without it. But overall, like, I've read non-smut books that I have enjoyed far less than this. Like, honestly.
Honestly,
It's
like, it sounds
kinda-
like an entertaining...
It was
book.
entertaining and kind of fun, and if that is your thing, like, go ahead. Apparently she's written a shit ton of these books.
I mean, I've never read a smut book before, but, like, this sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Very strange. but
It's
interesting.
weird. It's definitely weird. If fantasy is not your thing, I do not recommend
I
this.
mean, is this fantasy or is it sci-fi? I don't know.
It's like fantasy, sci-fi, smut. So if that is
Fun.
what you want, this is the book for you.
This is, if you like dragons, if you want to have sex with a dragon, read this book. Alright, well, any finishing statements?
I think that's
I
it.
think that's it. I mean, interesting book. Who was it by again? What was her name?
Ruby Dixon.
Ruby Dixon. Is that her pen name or is that her actual name?
I am willing to bet
That's her pen name. I hope so. Anyway.
If not, her parents knew. Like,
They knew. She's like, this girl's gonna be a smut writer. Like,
dragon sex is in her future.
oh god. Alright, well, thank you for everyone who's listening. This has been Dry Ink. I'm Sydney.
And I'm Jess.
Thank you for listening. Please follow us. And we will see you next time.
Signing off.
Boop, 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 boop.